Okay, so welcome back. So here the definition of the sine theta is given as like that is opposite side by the hypotenuse, and the second function, that is the cos theta, which is defined as an adjacent side upon the hypotenuse, that is x by r, that is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So these are the definitions were given for the sine and cos. Means particularly in the trigonometry, we have only the two basic formulas, that is the sine theta and cos theta. Only the two things were defined. From these two definitions, more than 2000 formulas were derived. So only the two basic formulas are there, that is sine theta and cos theta. Remaining all the formulas and the concepts was developed and derived from these two basic things only. Only the definitions were given for these two functions only. Then from this, the remaining functions is the tan theta, which is defined as an, that is the ratio for sine and cos. So tan theta, which is defined as an sine theta upon cos theta. Sine theta by cos theta, which is the tan theta. So sine theta by cos theta means if you divide these two, tell me what we are getting? क्या मिलेगा?
Opposite
Y
side
by
upon adjacent side.
That is y by x. That is y by x means opposite side upon adjacent side. So that is the tan theta. Similarly, cos theta, which is defined as an reciprocal of the tan. Because these are the three basic functions. Remaining three are the reciprocals of these three only. So cos theta, which is the reciprocal of the tan, that is you can take that 1 by tan theta. So tan theta means sin theta by cos theta. इसका reciprocal cos theta by sin theta.
sin.
So that is x by
X by
y.
Y.
That is adjacent side upon opposite side. This is the definition for the cos theta. Then the secant theta, which is defined as an, which is the reciprocal of the cos, that is 1 by cos theta. Thus the definition was given for the secant theta. Okay, where cos theta is x by r, then 1 by cos is r by x. Where r represent hypotenuse upon adjacent side. That is the definition for the secant theta. Similarly, the cosecant theta, that is the cosec theta or CST theta also we can write it. That is the reciprocal of the sine, that is 1 by sine theta we can write it. So that is r by y, where r represent the hypotenuse and y represent opposite side. So these are the basic definitions were taken for these 6 trigonometric functions. Okay, these are the basic definitions. So from these basic definitions, first they have derived the identities in this trigonometry. What is that identity? Is that since it is the right angle triangle, for this right angle triangle, if you apply the Pythagoras law, how do you write the Pythagoras law for this? How do you write the Pythagoras law?
R square is equals to y square plus x square.
Good. So x square plus y square is equal to r square, which is the Pythagoras law, right? So in that, in this Pythagoras law, I will divide it by r square on both the sides. Divided by r square, x square by r square, that is I can write. Samsung, mute करो. Okay. So divided by r square on both the sides, that is x square by r square, that is you can write x by r whole square plus y square by r square, we can write y by r whole square is equal to r square by r square, which is 1. Okay, this is what we are getting if we divided by r square. There x by r, what is x by r from this? Cos theta. So x by r means cos theta. If you substitute that here, it becomes cos square theta plus, what is the y by r?
Sin square theta.
Sin square theta is equal to 1. So this is the first identity in the trigonometry. So cos square theta plus sin square theta value is equal to 1. From this, we can find the cos square theta. From this, cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. Cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. And what is the sin square theta from this?
Cos square theta minus 1.
No.
1 minus cos square theta.
1 minus cos square theta. Sin square theta is 1 minus cos square theta. Cos square theta is 1 minus sin square theta. Okay. This is the first identity. From that, we can write the sin in terms of the cos in terms of the sin. Okay. This you have to remember it. And the second identity is that take the same Pythagoras law, x square plus y square is equal to r square. Take the same Pythagoras law. In that, send any one term other side. Suppose if I send the x square other side, y square is equal to r square minus x square, we will get it. Okay. Now on both the sides, divided by y square. Divided by y square on both the sides. So divided by the y square is 1 is equal to r square by y square. You can write r by y whole square minus x by y whole square. So this is what we are getting. Now what is the r by y represent? R by y, which is cosecant.
Cosec
So therefore it is cosecant
Cosec-
square
Cosec-
theta
theta.
minus x by y. What the x by y represent? Cot theta.
Cot.
Cot theta.
Minus cot square theta is equal to 1. So this is the second identity. Cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. Okay. Now, this is further you can also write like this. From this identity, what is the value of the cosecant square theta?
1 minus cot square theta.
1 plus cot
1 plus
One
cot
minus-
square theta. 1 plus. So cosecant square theta is 1 plus cot square theta. Similarly, what is the cot square theta from that?
1 plus cosec square theta.
देखो इधर cosecant square theta is 1 plus cot square theta. I want the cot
cosec
square
square theta
theta.
minus 1.
Cosec
Minus
square
1.
theta minus
This is,
1.
Cosecant square theta minus 1. So this is the cot square theta value. Okay. And one more thing is that if you observe this, since it is in the form of a square minus b square form, a square minus b square, this is you can also write as an a plus b into a minus b. A plus b means cosecant theta plus cot theta into a minus b, which is cosecant theta minus cot theta is equal to 1. So like that also we can write it. Okay. So from this, cosecant theta plus cot theta is equal to 1 by cosecant theta minus cot theta, we can write it. Then this turn other side, it is there in the product. If it goes other side, goes to the denominator. No? So from this you can understand that cosecant theta plus cot theta and as well as cosecant theta minus cot theta are reciprocal to each other. ये दोनों values हर बार reciprocal रहती है. Okay. मतलब in the problem, out of these two, if they have given any one value, then we can consider the other value automatically. Means suppose if cosecant theta plus cot theta is the 2, what about the cosecant theta minus cot theta? If cosecant theta plus cot theta is 2, then cosecant theta minus cot theta become 1 by 2.
Half.
1 by
That is
2.
1 by 2. Means these two values are reciprocal to each other. Means in the examination and the problem, out of these two, they will give any one term. Then automatically we can take the other term. Other term we can take it. Okay. So this is also important for concept that we have to remember. So this is the second identity. And the third identity, we will take that. Here I will send the y square other side this time. Then x square is equal to y square minus r square. Sorry, r square minus y square. R square minus y square. Now divided by x square on both the sides. So divided by the x square, then it is 1 is equal to r square by x square, that is you can write r by x whole square minus y square by x square, that is you can write y by x whole square. Like that you can write it. So what this r by x represent? R by x means hypotenuse
Cos.
upon adjacent side. Hypotenuse upon adjacent side. That is the definition for
Sec.
sec. That is secant square theta, we can write it. Minus y by x, opposite by adjacent side. That is the
Tan.
definition.
Tan
Tan.
square theta.
Tan square theta is equal to 1. Okay. this is the third identity. Okay, secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. This is one more identity that you have to remember. From this, what is the secant square theta?
1 plus
1
tan.
plus tan square
1
theta.
plus tan square theta. From this, what is the tan square theta?
6 square theta
6
minus
square
1.
theta minus 1.
Secant square theta minus 1. This is the value of the tan square theta. Okay. So these are all the formulas carefully we have to remember, and that too here also you can observe that it is also the sum of a square minus b square. Means this is also you can write a plus b into a minus b. So let a plus b, that is secant theta plus tan theta into secant theta minus tan theta is equal to 1. Means here also we can understand that. So these two terms are reciprocal to each other. Secant theta plus tan theta and as well as secant theta minus tan theta are reciprocal to each other. Means if you know one value of this, then automatically the second value will be the reciprocal of the first one. Okay. So these are the points we have to remember. So in the trigonometry, these are the first basic formulas. So everyone compulsorily should remember all these formulas. Everywhere we are going to use this formula. Okay. Now keep the subheading as identities. Keep the subheading identities. In that the first one, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. It is the first identity. From this, we can find sin square theta in terms of the cos, which is 1 minus cos square theta, and cos square theta is equal to 1 minus sin square theta. So in terms of the sign, we can write like this. Then the second identity is secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. This is the second identity. Secant square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. From this, what is the secant square theta?
1 plus tan square theta.
1
1
plus tan.
plus tan square
Tan
theta.
square theta.
Tan square theta.
And what is the tan square theta from this?
6 square
6 square theta minus 1.
Square
Good.
theta minus 1.
Minus 1. And from this, secant theta plus tan theta and as well as secant theta minus tan theta are the reciprocal to each other. So secant theta plus tan theta, you can also write that 1 by secant theta minus tan theta. So these two terms are also the reciprocal to each other. Means if secant theta plus tan theta value is the k, then secant theta minus tan theta becomes 1 by k automatically. That will be the reciprocal of that. And the third identity is cosecant square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1. That implies from this cosecant square theta is equal to
1 plus cot square theta.
1 plus cot square theta. And from this cot square theta is equal to
Cosec square theta
Cosec
minus
square
1.
theta minus 1.
cosecant square theta minus 1. And from this also cosecant theta plus cot theta, we can also write as a 1 upon
1 by cos
cosecant
theta
theta minus cot
Cos
theta.
theta.
Okay, like that we can express it. Okay, so this is the third identity. And the three more identities we can also write from the definitions. That is, what is the value of tan theta into cot theta?
1.
1. Then what is the secant theta into cos theta? Also 1.
1.
Then what is the cosecant theta into cot theta, sin theta? 1.
1.
1.
Okay, so these are the 6 identities that carefully we have to remember it. So write on the
Completed, sir.
Okay. These are the basic identities from the trigonometry. So everywhere these formulas we are going to use it. So carefully we have to by heart all these formulas thoroughly. Now we will see the concept in the trigonometry. That is, first keep this heading, notation of angle. Keep this heading, notation of angle. Okay, look at this. How do you notate the angle on the coordinate plane? So if we consider the Cartesian coordinate plane, that is like that. For measuring the angles on this coordinate system, for measuring the angle, we will start to measure the angle from the positive x-axis. So this is the starting point. From this point only we will measure the angle. So on the positive x-axis, we will start the angle with the 0 degree. So the angle on the positive x-axis is the 0 degree. From this point, if I measure the angle in the anti-clockwise direction, if you measure the angle in the anti-clockwise direction, so all those angles are called the positive angles. So anti-clockwise direction, we'll call it as a positive direction. And if you measure the angle in the clockwise sense, if you measure it, all these angles you have to take as a negative angle. Negative sign we have to take for those angles. Okay. Suppose if this is the starting point, that will take it as a 0 degree, right? From this, if I take the angle up to the y-axis, if I take in the clockwise direction I am taking. Okay. So what is this total angle? पूरा angle कितना है? 90 degree. But we are taking in the clockwise sense. That's why this total angle taken is a minus 90 degree. So we have to take the negative sign if you measure the angle in the clockwise sense. Okay. So further, from this to this, up to the negative x-axis, if you take the angle, what is the total angle?
180 degree.
Minus
180. But we are taking that in the clockwise sense. That's why this angle is minus 180 degree. So minus 180 degree we have to take it, and up to here this is minus 90 degree. Further, if I take 90 more, what is the total angle now?
270 degree.
270. But I am considering in the so clockwise. That's why that is I have taken as minus 270 degree. From this further, if I move up to here, what is this angle?
360 degree.
360 degrees. But those I am considering in the clockwise sense. That's why that is minus 360 degree. So that angle is minus 360. Means if you consider the angle in the anti-clockwise sense, clockwise sense, for all those angles you have to take the negative sign. If you consider the angle in the positive direction, that is the anti-clockwise direction. What is the up to angle here? 90 degree. From this up to here?
180.
180 degree. From this up to here?
270.
270. And from this up to here?
360.
360 degree. So if we measure the angle in the anti-clockwise sense, we have to consider those angles as the positive angle. If you measure them in the clockwise sense, those are the negative angles. You have to give the negative sign for them. Okay, remember this notation. Okay, write on the notes there. Write on the notes. If the angles are measured, in anti-clockwise direction, then these angles can be taken as positive. These angles can be taken as positive. And if the angles are measured in clockwise sense, then these will be considered with negative sign. These will be considered with negative sign. Okay, have the diagram. Next, keep this subheading quadrant angle. Keep this subheading quadrant angle. Diagram over, okay?
Yes, sir.
Now look at this. What is meant by this quadrant angle? Means the angles which lies on